2 overall pick, the New York Football Jets. You guys both have Trevor Lawrence. Actually, I guess we all three have Trevor Lawrence going off the board. You have them going to Jacksonville. I have them going to the Patriots. So what? You are our resident draft expert here, so we'll give you the floor first here as you try to collect the thoughts.
You remember that claymation cartoon? It was called World Police. And remember how like that guy it would spin around his head and he was puking all over the place and it was just like little spurts of vomit coming out? That's like Buck every time he talks.
That guy's just jealous.
You think they're gonna wait till the 4th round to draft a quarterback?
I think if the Patriots give them all 6 other picks in the first 4 rounds, they have the ability to either wait or to even move back up to go get a trash. But I think Jamie Newman fits perfect in that Jacksonville offense.
If Jacksonville gets away from Trevor Lawrence, they don't take him at that first overall pick, and they trade down, and then they end up with Jamie Newman, I will put everything I own into my will for you, and I will be heading down to the Ohio River with concrete shoes.
They won't just end up with Jamie Newman.
And you can have everything.
They will also end up with the what's the kid's name out of New England that they ended up going away from?
Jarrett Stidham.
Jarrett Stidham.
Still didn't get a fair chance, and I think Stidham's a good quarterback.
They'll get Stidham too, though. Stidham plus 6 picks in the first 4 rounds.
That's
a good trade for a bust, and you get away from a bust, and everybody will be thanking you 2 years from now in Jacksonville.
No. Any quarterback that goes to Jacksonville this year as a first overall pick, they will be a bust if they go in the first round. So why? Who do you have the Jets picking in a second overall?
Oh my God! Second overall pick, the Jets, the New York Jets, are taking Zach Wilson. Okay, the best pocket presence, I think, in this draft. The best awareness for a quarterback, I think, in this draft. And I think he has the potential to be the best quarterback in this draft.
Hold on. Wait. Buck, is this the same guy that told us that Trevor, if you build a quarterback in a lab,
right,
and you build a quarterback
from head to toe,
he's going to come out as Trevor Lawrence, right?
With the hair too, right?
But Zach Wilson
Not
has
the hair.
the best pocket presence, the best quarterback vision.
No, he's got the best awareness and the best pocket presence.
Okay, so how you just defeated your whole argument.
Pocket presence and awareness decides an entire quarterback's career for if they're the best quarterback or not.
It's a very important part of a quarterback's career.
It is, but it is not the most important part.
Okay, so then if you
build a
quarterback, if you go and you build a quarterback, you got to take Trevor Lawrence.
Do you want me to name
Zach Wilson in there, right?
Do you want me to name the things that
that
Trevor Lawrence is better at than Zach Wilson? I
take it back. Now you're the one that's spinning around with little puke spewing out of your mouth.
You're just jealous.
Just backpedal. I mean, you're good at it, Waffle.
Backpedaling.
So you So who do you have going number 2? I'm sorry, like my mind is. I was like
Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson.
Yes.
So Combs, do you agree Zach Wilson is going number 2?
I like Zach Wilson a lot. I think Zach Wilson is the best quarterback in this draft. I know Tori Anderson disagrees, as he said on Sunday, and as he's saying right now. He said the same thing to me on Sunday. He doesn't think that Zach Wilson is everything he's hyped up. I think he is. I think that this kid is the next, basically, Dan Marino. I mean, because he's going to go to the Jets, he's never going to win a Super Bowl, but he's going to be pretty dang good. And so I think that this kid has probably the best upside of any quarterback in this draft.
I do think Zach Wilson is going to be a good quarterback, but I don't think he is going to fit well in New York because he is coming from like a padded pass per se, like his mom and dad own JetBlue, right? And he has never really had to struggle for anything. And when he goes to New York, he is going to struggle big time. They are going to have some major, major growing pains. And I think the Jets, in hindsight, see that. And I think Justin Fields is going to go number 2 to the New York Jets. I think watching Justin Fields
that'd be a mistake too.
2 pro days over, I think Justin Fields is the best fit in New York. He is bet to he can handle the spotlight. He can handle the pressure.
But he can't start. He can't start this year. Justin Fields
He
is not ready. Justin
Yes,
Fields
he
is not.
is.
If you think Justin Fields is ready to start year one, then you haven't watched Justin Fields play football. I'm sorry, you haven't.
I've watched him week in and week out. My girlfriend's entire family is Ohio State fans, and I can tell you right now that there are 4 quarterbacks that are going to be taken in the top 10 that will be ready to start week 1 and will have most likely successful careers, and one of them is not Mac Jones, all right?
Question,
4 out of the 5.
Who did Justin Fields lose to in the national title game?
Who did Justin Fields have on his team?
Who did Justin Fields lose to
Chris
in the
Olave
national
was his
title
wide
game?
receiver.
I'm just asking.
Did he have Waddle?
I'm just asking. Who was the
Devonta
opposing
Smith?
quarterback to Justin Fields in the national title game?
The best O-line in college football, the best defense in college football,
why can't
the
you
best
answer my
coach in
question?
college
Because
football.
you don't want to say Mac Jones?
Well, Mac Jones won, but I could have won with that Alabama team. Combs, you could have won with that Alabama team. Buck, you could have won with that Alabama team.
Have you seen me throw football?
You don't have to be bad. You just kind of lob it up there, and they'll come down with it. It's just... You've got Waddle, you've got Devonta Smith, you've got the best O-line, if not the best, one of the best O-lines in college football, the best defense in college football, the best coaching staff in college football. What else would he need? I mean, he's got everything. What did Justin Fields have? Chris Olave? Chris Olave is a great wide receiver, but he is not Jalen Waddle.
What is Justin Fields going to have with the New York Jets? This is the same argument that you made for Trevor Lawrence that backfired because you said, oh, he didn't have an offensive line. His offensive line was horrible. Well, they're going to be horrible in Jacksonville. He had no weapons. You're saying Justin Fields had no weapons in Ohio? He has no weapons at the Jets.
What is Mac?
So what's
does
gonna
Mac
make
Jones?
it better now?
You're right. He succeeds with no weapons. Mac Jones depends on weapons. If Mac Jones doesn't have weapons, he isn't going to do anything. Mac Jones.
All right,
Mac Jones need to.
I need you to answer these questions right here.
Got it.
Who did Justin Fields beat in the semifinals?
Combs, pause. And why no backpedaling? Give a direct, straight answer.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Who did Justin Fields beat in the semifinals?
Clemson.
And who's the quarterback of Clemson?
Trevor Lawrence.
All right. Who did Justin Fields lose to in the national title game?
Alabama.
And who was the quarterback of Alabama?
Mac Jones.
All right. Just wondering. Thank you.
Okay. Now I have questions for you. Did Trevor Lawrence and did Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields tackle each other like straight up? Were they playing against each other like one was on defense, one was on offense?
No, they didn't.
They had their teams around them, didn't they? And did Justin Fields and Mac Jones go at each other head on head, tackling each other?
No, they didn't.
Okay, then there's other teammates involved in here. There's 21 other people on the field.
All right, so out of those 3 quarterbacks, who was holding the trophy at the end of the season?
Which year?
Last year.
Come on, Wyatt.
I mean, Trevor Lawrence held it too. Mac Jones was holding it.
All right, thank you.
Actually, Mac Jones was not holding it. Waddle and Devonta Smith were holding it.
I rest my case.
So just to clarify here, number 1 overall, we all have Trevor Lawrence going number 1 overall. You two have them going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. I have him going to the New England Patriots. And then number 2, you both have Zach going to the Jets. And then I have Justin Fields going to the Jets.
Man Hour Nation, thank you for checking out that clip. If you're interested in watching the full show, the link is in the description. Click on it, hit that like button, share it with a couple friends, and as always, Man Hour Nation, rise up.